Hey everyone! Welcome back. I am back today with more Hunter x Hunter, you guys. I'm not even sure what to say about the last one that I watched because so much happened. And I'm still like trying to theorize and like put everything together, and I'm sure we're going to get more about what exactly the heck is going on very soon. But it definitely felt like it had a lot of twists and turns last episode. So, I'm excited to see more. But first, I want to say if you're joining me early today, you know just what that means. It means you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so much. And as always, I'm sending you up those big old hugs right through that screen. And if not, still thank you for joining me today. I'm glad you're here. I do hope you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in the description down below. And if you are joining me on YouTube today, I would really love it if you could please like this video and go subscribe to my channel. Yeah, guys, let's get into last episode because, and now I managed to mess up my hair even more. When I was pointing, I like pulled a piece of my hair out and now it looks floofy in my camera, but oh well. It looks crazy today because it was raining outside and it's just a whole thing. So excuse my crazy hair today. Yeah, so last time, I think the thing that stood out the most to me was the whole thing that happened at the end with the fortune. Certainly we had other stuff going on, but the thing with the fortune just threw me through a loop because, you know, we know that their boss got this ability from Neon to be able to tell fortunes, and everyone's fortune was being told, and basically like, a lot of people were going to die, like if they stayed where they were. And so they had this idea like, okay, well, let's get out of here. Because then it's not going to have, like, if we don't fight the chain user, then we can't die, right? Like, the whole fortune is just, like, null. Which made sense. We know Hisoka didn't want them to leave. By the way, Hisoka had the phone a few episodes back, and I was like, what is he doing? He was texting Kurapika. And we actually saw in this last episode how he texted and was like, hey, guess what? The bodies were fake. I had this whole elaborate like thing in my mind, like, how are they going to be able to tell? Like, when are they going to find out that the bodies were fake? And Hisoka just like said it in like a super short text. So yeah, so that was that. But so that made sense. But then we know that Hisoka didn't want them to go, so he's like, why don't you come over here and tell my fortune? And first thing I thought was like, they're gonna find you out, bro. But I don't think he cares because he was like, whatever, go ahead, read it. I honestly do not know why the fortune would change when he passed it on. The only thing I can think is because they have found out that he is double-crossing them, basically. Maybe his fortune has changed, but I didn't realize that, like, your fortune would actually change on the paper when that happened, you know? If that's the case, then they should check their other fortunes again. Have they changed based on the fact that they're going to leave and go back to Meteor City? Which, by the way, I thought of her name afterwards. I'm pretty sure, is it Canary? I'm pretty sure Canary was also from there. I feel like they did mention that. And I couldn't remember her name last episode, and I so wanted to say Chickadee. I wanted to say Chickadee so bad. And I'm like, I know it's not Chickadee, but I know it's something like Chickadee. And it's Canary. I knew it was bird related. I'm so glad I didn't say Chickadee now, except that I just said it. So, you know, now I still sound silly. But I'm pretty sure they're all from the same place, which I think is pretty interesting. I wonder if that's going to come back into the mix at some point with Canary, if we ever see her again. But yeah, I'm really like, I don't know what's going on with this whole fortune business. And I don't know what's going to happen now that they, you know, the fortune changed, but there was enough in there about like the calendar secrets and everything to give away that Hisoka is playing them, basically. I don't know if Hisoka did something to change the fortune. Like, we know that he can do things with his nen, like threads and different, I mean, he made like that tattoo up here on his back and he could just like peel it off and everything. So I don't know, like, did he do something to the paper to like put new print on there? I don't know. I honestly have no clue. But the good news is, thanks to our dream team being back together again, Kurapika, Leorio, Gon, and Killua all together again, we have been able to, I feel like, put together a lot of information and a little bit more of a plan now. So I feel good about that, but I don't know what's going to happen with all the other stuff. So you guys, there's one way to find out, and that is to jump right into the next episode of Hunter x Hunter. Let's do this. Wow, you're not helping yourself here. He's trying to get the boss to fight him, maybe? Is that what this is? He's trying to get the boss to fight him? I cannot. Does he have like a Nen condition or something that's preventing him? Or just his promise to Kurapika? I feel like he's trying to stir the pot here. Does anyone else feel that way? Maybe I'm interpreting this incorrectly. Red-eye customer visit your shops. In the fortune, what are the calendar secrets? Oh, okay. 7 of them. So that's a lot. Can't say. Can't say that either. Okay, so I'm starting to get the idea that he is like bound by something more than his word, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just he takes his word very seriously. Ah, Sword of Law. Okay. Oh. He's like, now you're getting warmer. The first half of the verse mentions a trade, but the second half only describes what the customer took. Hisoka, no, this is no time. Hisoka, this is really not. Oh my. What if he leaves the Phantom Troop? Can he? Or. Oh. I thought I was gonna say I don't remember. I was gonna say, I feel like all to keep them where they're at. Okay. Okay. I was gonna say, I don't did that happen off screen? I don't remember that being included in there. Yeah, if they leave, then he might not get his chance again. That's the opposite of what they were thinking. How convenient. Yeah. All right. I was kind of thinking that I wonder if it was his Nen. Just for like the heck of it. He's like, we're here to make money to get the game. You're right. Yeah, that is true. What's that? Baby, you don't have a plan, do you? Boys, be nice. Yeah, he has zero plan. He just knows that he wants to follow his instincts on this one. Oh, maybe he does. Never mind. See, Gon's mind doesn't really work that way. That's worse. That's worse. It's worse. It's basically, yeah. With Kurapika, they'd be pretty set, I gotta say. Last time you went shopping, you ran away. He's like, thank God. Oh, it looks like Buffy, my doggy. Because, yeah, he's pretty. Yeah, no, he's not. This has never been about. He's a one-man show here. Killua does not look. Killua does not look like he's having this. He's like, please turn him down. Yeah, he's like, cool. I'm into that. Killua's gonna be like, dang it. A decoy? He's like trying to protect his friend. Okay. I mean, that's a pretty bare bones plan. Okay. 1 second. 1 second's all we need. It's not going to be easy, baby, but I believe in you. Okay. He's very honest. Okay. Go, stop. No. 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 Yeah. I see. Okay. Change Al. Yep, okay. It's for capturing them. Got it. Okay. Judgment chain. Okay. And we've also seen that. And that's for if he breaks his rule. He adjusted it. Gotcha. What's that condition? Got it. Yeah. He needed to learn to control it. Oh, dang. So he can technically fight against people who aren't spiders. He becomes a specialist. Really? Okay. No. Oh God, Gone. They're like right there. They want in on it. Okay, he can, knowing that it can be adjusted. Aww. They want to share the risk. Yeah, they want to share the risk. Oh. Because underneath all that resolve is Kurapika. Our Kurapika. Our friend. A dark day with very little light. You will face 2 choices within a small room. Is it the same room? You must choose between pride and betrayal. Ooh, what does that mean? Wow. And, but doesn't he control things with a phone? Or did they? Okay. Okay. He can tell, can't he? He can like sense that it's not the right one. Yeah. He made a bunch more. Hi boys. Phaeton. Okay. He's pretty nasty. He What is it with them and imitating people? It's so funny when they try to do imitations. I love it. Wow, guys. All right, let's talk about that one. That was really, really good. So at first, when we're doing the whole thing with Hisoka, I'm like, wait a second. Was there a whole like off-screen exchange between Hisoka and Kurapika that like we didn't see and we didn't know about till now? Because it looked like they just kind of made a trade based on the mutual benefits. In fact, Hisoka even said like, as soon as it is not mutually beneficial, then we'll end it. But the way he was playing it was like he had been bound somehow. How much does Hisoka know about Kurapika's abilities? Because it's almost like he was using knowledge of that to try and trick them into staying, or he wanted for some reason for the rest of the troop to kind of know a certain degree of what's going on with Kurapika and like this condition that he has. But we know that like that's a pretty big secret. So I'm not sure, but at the end of the day, he really was just playing them all once again to try and get them to stay. I thought it was interesting when we had the end of the last episode. I thought it was really interesting that all of a sudden now it says, don't leave your temporary shelter. And that's what kind of made me wonder, did he do something with his nen to like copy paste something new over that fortune? Because it's weird that it would say like, it's weird that their fortunes would read specifics about them dying at the hands of the chain user in this particular not location. I mean, they didn't say a particular location, but basically if they stay there and they're around the chain user, they're going to die. And all of a sudden that would change to be like, don't leave, you know? It's kind of interesting. So that was just like a whole ruse set up by the magician himself, Hisoka. So I'm glad we cleared that up, because that was really going to bug me if I didn't know why the fortunes were like all of a sudden changing. So basically the fortunes don't change. That was just something that Hisoka did. And so this is his plan to get closer to the boss. He is just coordinating things very efficiently. I would say he got them to stay. So basically, if they left, we know that the boss is not largely available at all times. So if they left, there's a chance that he wouldn't really be in this close proximity of the boss ever again. And when the boss was kind of putting things together, we saw Hisoka become very excited, as he does when he just feels that like imminent sense of a wonderful challenge. So we know that things are really going his way, apparently. I also really enjoyed the further explanation of how exactly Kurapika's condition works, because he adjusted the rule. Very, very interesting. I did not stop to think, like, if he did something to himself, then what would happen? Because he's not a member of the Phantom Troop. So, like, how would that condition affect him? So basically he made an adjustment so that one of the chains can only be used on the spiders, but the other one is okay. And just the way everyone was so willing to come in and be like, I want a knife to my heart as well. If we're in this all together. And I know we're talking about like knives to hearts and stuff, but at the same time, can we just stop and appreciate the beauty of this friendship? That even at great risk to themselves, everyone would just want to be on board with this. So I think there's something like oddly very beautiful about that. So, so are we going to get those abilities now? Because if all 4 of them were like practically invincible against the troop, I think we would really have a very, very, very good shot at getting this done. I don't know if that's where we're headed. I'm still trying to like keep up because I feel like things are happening very fast now. So if I'm like not getting that all perfectly, don't worry, I'll catch up. But I do think that it's a very interesting concept, particularly, you know, since he can like rescind it when it's over. That would be very nice if they didn't have to like live with knives at their hearts. But then I love the way Kurapika was like, I was never going to do anything. I don't know. It's just kind of sweet in a way, even though the subject matter is very tense, I would say. So, all right, we are commencing with the plan to capture Paku. She has a full name, but I can't remember it right now. Is it Pakunoda? Paku. It's really, really confusing that we have a Nobunaga and then we have another one that ends in like kind of like the same number of syllables. So I'm probably getting it wrong, but you know who I mean. I would say she's one of the most dangerous, only because of that ability with the memories. And thank God they don't know there's any connection now. But now they've set up all these like extra bases. But fortunately, Killua and Gon seem to be able to really sense like different kinds of Nen. So that's good. So Killua already knows something's up, which is good. All right, guys. I'm excited. I'm scared. I can't wait to see what's going to happen next. I really enjoyed that episode. I'm learning so much. Bear with me as I learn a lot. I know a lot of you guys out there are very, very cool about coming in and giving me helpful feedback as well to kind of like help me catch up with what's going on. So thank you in advance for that. But I'm excited to see what's next. I can't wait. I hope you enjoyed watching along with me. As always, thank you so much for joining me today. Please be sure to join me next time. We will watch it together. Bye for now, guys.